to accommodate the musicians, I always make it a personal effort every Sunday I run sound to check with every musician on stage on a personal level and make sure that they've got everything they need. So I'll go to the drummer. I'll walk up to him. I'll be like, "Drummer, how's your monitors?" And he'll be like, "Oh, it sounds great, man." Or he'll be like, "Well, it's okay, but this is a little." It's like, okay, and then I'll make the adjustments, right? And I do that for every musician on stage to make sure that they've got everything they need. Now, different musicians are going to have different needs, right? Now, this is where it can get a little hairy because maybe you got a diva on stage, right?
Diva.
And let's say,
Can you talk about me?
right? So let's say Miss Diva on stage really loves the sound of her voice. She's enamored by listening to her own voice, and she loves it when she's loud, right? So, where's the line between, okay, you have got way too much sound coming out of your monitor and you're disrupting everyone else's sound on stage because you got a diva mentality, right? The way I like to word it, and it's important to word it properly, is to say, okay, how can I give you just enough so that you can do what you need to do? And this is the same thing I'd say to electric guitar players, because a lot of times they'll roll in with these huge cabinets that could literally blow the, if they ran their amplifier at full blast, it could blow the whole stage. And it's like, okay, I'm a sound tech, I'm not a guitar player, so I can't go over there and tell him how to play guitar. But his amplifier is too loud, and we need to come to some kind of common ground, right? And how do you get common ground with the musician on stage? You approach humbly, right? So I'll go to the guitar player and I'll be like, "Hey man, your guitar sounds great. This amplifier's kicking butt. It's kicking too much butt. I can't get a good mix out here because you're kicking too much butt." And then what I'll tell him is I'll be like, "Can you turn your amp down?" No. The reason why they run their amps loud, I don't know if you know this as sound techs, but they run their amps loud because once they get it to a certain volume, it will start to distort the tone and give it like a meaty, grungy tone. And that's why they run it loud, is because they want that tone. And if they run their amp super quiet, it doesn't get that loud and their tone suffers, right? And so that's why electric guitar players want to run loud, is because it actually modifies how their guitar sounds. And so what I'll do is I'll go to an electric guitar player and say, can you turn your amp down to the point to where it's not affecting your tone, go as quiet as you can go without affecting your tone, because I want you to sound how you want to sound, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." And so they'll start turning their knobs back. It's like, okay, here's this quieter, but I'm still getting the distortion I want, right? And then everyone's happy. If you went to the guitar player and said, "You're too loud, man, you got to turn down," he'll be like, "Screw you, I need my tone, and this is how loud I got to be for my tone." You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just want an electric guitar player.
That's just a good example.
We don't have to worry. I know.
Frankenbeans.
All right, so back on the subject. Sorry, I just had to cover soundman etiquette because it's really important.